Hello, dear ones. Lady Kyrbis here. Finally, I'm back. I know I've been away for quite some time because I was in transition, moving into a new home, but now I'm back with a new installment of Lost in the Shuffle, and I'm so excited to be back with you today. I'm filming from my new temple room, and I feel so incredibly fortunate to be able to make this video for you from this wonderful new space. It's 313 square feet, and this is the space where I teach the craft to my students, where I practice the craft with my outer court and my coven, where we perform meditations, we divinate, we perform yoga, we have rites of passage. This is where it all happens. And by the way, if any of you are interested in seeing a tour of my new devotional space, please comment below and I'll work on putting together a video tour to share this beautiful space with you. It would be my pleasure. But today I want to welcome you to an exploration of the Lilithian Tarot created by Sorceress Maggie Moon. This deck has become very important to me, and even though I've got a busy day planned today, it's Saturday, and tonight I'm doing a major workshop in the temple space for my level 2 outer court students, I wanted to take a few minutes to share my genuine love and excitement for the Lilithian Tarot. Just a few thoughts about Lilith in our culture at the present time. She is coming forward in a very, very strong way, in large part due to some tremendous creative energies of some fantastic artists who have been inspired to work with her. So what we're seeing is this outpouring of resources about Lilith. We're seeing tarot cards, we're seeing oracle decks, we're seeing magic mirrors, we're seeing carved boxes with her image. Music is being created, books are being written. And this is just so wonderful because it's all signaling that Lilith is among us in a huge way right now. And this is the perfect time to take advantage of opening yourself to that energy. When so many others are opening to her energy and to her guidance. And this energy is getting stronger and stronger every day because of the fact that so many people are opening to her, which is such a beautiful thing. So Lilith is often referred to as a dark goddess. Got a statue of her right here. Let's see if I can tilt up. This is a Borda statue. It's based on the Sumerian clay tablet with her image on it. So she's often referred to as a dark goddess in various mythologies, particularly in Jewish and Mesopotamian traditions, and now, of course, in modern witchcraft traditions, where she embodies themes of independence, sexuality, reclaiming, rebellion. And working with Lilith can lead to inner transformation, empowerment, and a deeper understanding of yourself, especially your shadow self. She is associated with independence and rebellion and reclaiming, helping you to reclaim your inner power and face hidden aspects of your personality. So what are the benefits of working with Lilith? First of all, inner transformation. And that's something that Maggie's creation here with the Lilithian Tarot is definitely about inner transformation, reclaiming power, facing fears, leading to greater self-awareness. Of course, shadow work, which I just mentioned, understanding the darker, deeper aspects of yourself, emotional healing where that's needed, acceptance of all parts of oneself, empowerment and independence, particularly feminine empowerment, but empowerment for anyone who chooses to walk with Lilith. Rebellion against norms or just societal expectations that limit you. So working with Lilith fosters a sense of confidence and freedom. And of course, spiritual growth, deeper connection to yourself, deeper connection to dream work and intuition. Sorceress Maggie Moon created the Lilithian Tarot, and it's now currently in its third printing. It's available on Maggie's website and Etsy store, and I'm going to leave links in the description. After chatting online with Maggie, she and I discovered that we share witchcraft lineage via the Whitecroft line, and we became friends. We are both traditional witches with a shared spiritual DNA, so it came as no surprise that I resonated immediately with her unique creation. The Lilithian Tarot, created by Sorceress Maggie Moon, has become a soul deck for me. What comes with it when you purchase it? Well, I purchased it from her website in a pre-order, but you can, she does have an Etsy store, and you can purchase the deck. It comes in a beautiful box. Okay. Created in the name of the Divine Mother in honor of Lilith, the first woman. This is a path of divine remembrance and the unfolding of your own sacred being. Rise and claim your throne. Absolutely beautiful. So you do get the cards in a box. You do get a smaller kind of quick pamphlet. You also receive a beautiful in-depth guidebook. And I'll talk to you a little bit more about what you can access through that guidebook. And I don't know if Maggie's still including this, but this was included in mine. Lilith Sacred Anointing Attar, solid ritual perfume. You guys, this scent is absolutely amazing. I love the tin because it's beautiful to have displayed on your altar, but it's also easy to take with you on days where you need to feel Lilith's presence with you. And believe me, this fragrance is so amazing. It is my new obsession, and it definitely invokes Lilith and brings her directly into your auric field when you wear this. So I often take this with me in the morning when I know I need that extra empowerment. I hope Maggie never stops making this attar, and it would be great to see a line of body products in this fragrance, because this fragrance is absolutely amazing and definitely invokes Lilith. So the Lilithian Tarot is such a remarkable deck that is superbly conceptualized. It's not a one-size-fits-all deck. First of all, it's a very clear reader from the standpoint of being Rider-Waite-Smith friendly. So if you're familiar with the RWS tarot system, the Lilithian Tarot will be a clear reader for you. But this deck goes far, far beyond that. It really exists on its own plateau of mirror and light, and therefore there is a whole other dimension, a whole other level of individualized reading possible on that mystical level that cannot be defined with mere words. This is the Lilithian level. Okay, Now, Sorceress Maggie Moon has a lot of resources on her website, her YouTube channel, her social media connected with this deck. She's done some fantastic videos showing you the deck, talking to you about it, giving you walkthroughs of the different suits and so forth. So that's not what I'm going to be doing here today. I'm here more to let you know that this fabulous creation is a deep mystical tool, and I'd like to talk to you a little bit about the themes, symbols, and motifs and methods that you can use, perhaps of working with this deck to enhance that. Now, the major arcana cards depict the many aspects of Lilith through which you can take various paths on this mystical journey. So let's look at a few of those. What we're seeing here currently is the backs of the card on the left, and then this is one of the major arcana, Lilith the Nocturne, which is the moon card. I love this card so much. All right, so again, the major arcana in this deck depicts the many aspects of Lilith. She's not just a triple goddess, she's a multi-aspected goddess, all right? So our traditional Hermit card, which it says 9, the Hermit underneath. On top, we have Lilith, Mistress of the Hidden Path, her aspect in the Hermit's position, all right? For the Wheel of Fortune, Lilith, the Spinner of Fates. Isn't that gorgeous with the roses around? The use of light and shadow in this deck and color is superb. Lilith of the Mysteries for the High Priestess card. Wow. Lilith the Succubus for the Devil card. Lilith the Flame of Justice for the Justice card. Beautiful. All right. Back to that moon card, one of my favorites, one of my absolute favorites. So like I said, Lilith is not just a triple aspect goddess, she's a multi-aspect goddess, and every symbol and motif used in this deck has a purpose and is thoughtfully conceptualized and executed. Nothing is just thrown out there to look cool. Yes, the artwork is stunning and it is super cool, but make no mistake, there is a purpose in everything that Maggie has included in this deck. So it's really important to open yourself to all the details, to make yourself aware of the themes, the symbols, and the motifs at play in this deck so that you can maximize your encounter with it. For example, some cards are shrouded in darkness, such as the Two of Wands here, while other cards, such as the Four of Cups, have very clear imagery. Okay, notice the difference there. Quite a difference. Well, I've got a little bit of ring light. There we go. You see that? So you'll notice that in the deck, all right? Some cards are veiled in darkness. Some are illuminated and very clear. All right, what else do we have going on? There's a great use of red crescent moons throughout this deck. But you should pay close attention to the direction of the crescent, whether it is waxing or waning. Okay, crescent moon with the illuminated side on the right pointing toward the west is waxing. It's growing larger, right? Whoops. And a crescent moon with the light on the left pointing toward the east is waning, it's shrinking. Beautiful. Or, you know, is the red crescent depicted in the card pointing up, or is it pointing down like it is here in the Nine of Swords? Okay. In the Nine of Cups, we see the red crescent moons on the cups pointing upwards, the horns facing the sky like a bowl or a smile, right? So that's often called a wet moon or a recumbent crescent. It symbolizes a literal celestial phase during specific seasons. Ancient protection. We see this image on amulets, depending on the context it's used in the deck, all right? So I wanted to draw your attention to paying attention to the use of the red crescent moons. You'll also see glyphs in the deck, which are a primary symbol of Our Lady Lilith. Sometimes you might see the crescent moon sitting atop a small cross or in juxtaposition with other imagery. What else? Let's see. We do have serpents and snakes in this deck, of course, representing that primal transformation, forbidden knowledge, cunning, Lilith's rebellious origin story, and of course, owls. Oh gosh, I love owls so much. Links to ancient Mesopotamian and night watcher imagery associated with winged nocturnal spirits. And of course, lots of images of dark new moons in the deck. You know, hidden truths, the shadow self, unyielding personal autonomy that Lilith empowers you to move forward with. So also in the deck, we see a lot of red glowing moons, owls, snakes, serpents, as I just mentioned. Angelic entities are present as well, such as the archangel Samael as seducer here. Samael, the solar consort for the sun card. Isn't that glorious? And also in this deck, I've noticed we see a lot of good use of jewelry, glowing lights, electric fields of auric energy, and fire. Oh. Maggie has a tremendous amount of wonderful resources available on her website. And also with the purchase of the deck, which includes the most amazing Lilithian Songs of Power. If you haven't heard this album, you need to head to Spotify or her YouTube channel as soon as you finish watching this. Seriously, guys, this is my favorite new deck. It is absolutely so powerful and riveting. The Lilithian Songs of Power. But the books, the pamphlet, the perfumatar, which I've shared with you, which accompany the deck, are all amazing tools. Maggie describes many, many uses for the Lilithian Tarot, including a ritual of awakening the Lilithian Tarot, and that comes at the front of the guidebook, and ways to work with the deck in the guidebook, including lunar rituals, seasonal ways, of course, divination in different spreads, ways to work with the deck before you fall asleep, dream work, and so on and so forth. Now the deck, interestingly, this is interesting, was originally conceived alongside a full printed grimoire, the Lilithian Tarot Book of Tarot Magic, a deep and expansive companion exploring the symbolism, ritual use, and the living current of the cards. So this grimoire contains the deeper teachings, spellcraft, and devotional practices. Those who wish to explore the power of the Lilithian Tarot in greater detail, and I really encourage you to do this if you're at all feeling moved in this direction. You can access the complete book of Tarot Magic through the barcode provided at the beginning of the guidebook, okay? Those who wish to explore the power of this deck in greater detail are invited to access the complete book of Tarot Magic through the barcode provided here. This grimoire, by the way, is worth its weight in Lilithian gold. Let me just say that. Oh, I didn't share with you the beautiful thank you card that Maggie sent to me with my purchase. Wow. What a sister in the arts. I myself like to use the Lilithian Tarot in conjunction with a black magic mirror. Let me just pan to show you one of my mirrors. It's reflecting my light fixture here at the moment. Oh well. Now, this combines structural card interpretation with visual divination. So the tarot card itself sets the theme or question, while the dark mirror acts as an energetic amplifier to reveal intuitive impressions, symbols, or deeper psychic context. By the way, I have a link to the chrysalary where I purchased that mirror. I will include a link as well down below. A candle flame facilitates the connection between the physical card and the mystical plateau of mirror. So you can see I have my candle directly in front of the mirror. Okay. If you have ever used tarot with a magic mirror, please comment below with your experiences. Or if you have used the Lilithian Tarot or work with it in a unique, personalized way, definitely comment below to share your experience. I would love to hear about this, okay? And if you're interested in pairing the Lilithian Tarot with an oracle deck, my top recommendation to date is the Lilith, Queen of the Night, Oracle Grimoire by Mariana and Sophia. Oh, just the color palette alone is a wonderful pairing. The back of the oracle deck, right here, oracle cards here. And this is the Lilith Dark Goddess Empowerment card. I embrace my shadows and turn my fears into wings that lift me towards my true power. So again, the Lilith Queen of the Night Oracle Grimoire is my favorite oracle deck to pair with the Lilithian Tarot to date, and I will link the Etsy shop below where you can purchase this oracle deck. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this exploration of the Lilithian Tarot with me. I want to thank Mariana, Sophia, and especially beautiful, magical sorceress Maggie Moon, my sister in the arts. I want to thank you, Maggie, for your fantastic creation and for giving me my soul deck. I send all of you my deepest love and blessings straight from the heart, and until next time, stay cozy.